It's been a year. It's been a whole year since I got the Ricoma. I thought instead of doing glorious makeup and this overproduced thing where I have scripted lines, I would just talk endlessly in a vlog style. Because I think that doing that while working in my garage with a 150 hat order is pretty much the best way to genuinely emphasize and review my love for the Ricoma MT-1501. So I think the best summary of the past year is confidence. My confidence has grown with machine embroidery. Sure, a lot of it goes into what thread you choose, how you digitize, or who you use as a digitizer, but really, I don't think I got this kind of consistency when I was using a more domestic brand. Actually, I don't think that. I freaking know it. I never in my life would have thought that I would ever have the confidence to say, yes, Starlight, I can take a 150 hat order. Not until I had this machine. I think the only thing that kind of sucks is trying to record this with the noise going on in the background because I'm I can't think. Quite literally, it is hot as frick in here. I didn't even think at first that 15 needles was something I would ever have. My previous machine was a domestic brand, a very well-known brand. I just don't want to be disparaging that other brand, right? That's rude. I mean, it wasn't a bad machine, it just didn't give me the results that I wanted. So it was a 10 needle and this is a 15 needle. And let me tell you right now that if Ricoma called me tomorrow and said, hey, we'd like to send you a 20 needle, I would say yes, immediately. Please, teleport it to my house now. So I've been recording this whole thing right now with one hat on there. Not a single thread break, no needle breaks, no weird skipped stitches or bad edges showing up on anything. It's just bliss knowing that I can put on a hat and know that everything is gonna come out just fine. And I don't have to spend several hours cleaning the hat or worrying about every 2 or 3 hats looking different than the previous. And that right there pretty much is the crux of my review. I love the consistency and the professional results are just mwah, 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 mwah. I had this going at 600 stitches per minute. Now, the previous machine, the max that I could do a hat was 400 stitches a minute. That's still pretty fast, if you think about it, because it was a domestic machine. I can crank this to 800 or even 1,000. I just don't know if I'm up for tempting the gods today. And I know it's super industrial looking. I mean, I've got it in a garage for crying out loud. That's not exactly instilling confidence in anybody who's I don't have a garage, or I don't have space for it, or it looks really daunting. I gotta change the hat, sorry. Yeah, so as I was saying, it's very industrial looking. I mean, they do have more domestic friendly looking models, but the thing is, when you go industrial, you have a lot more control over the parts and the maintenance of the machine. Not only that, but there are higher quality materials that can handle going not only faster, but also produce a little more consistent results. In fact, I had a needle break the other day where the needle ended up halfway down inside the hat and this main axis error. Thankfully, the knowledge base on their website had all the information I needed for basically fixing the problem. I could access everything I needed. I was provided with all of the tools that I needed to do it, and I was able to fix it and get up and running again without calling a tech. I don't know about your upper body strength, but that isn't exactly something I'd be able to do anymore, is basically lift up my machine and take it down to a store for repairs. Also, I totally could have fit this in my office upstairs. The reason that we didn't put it in the office upstairs was because it's on the 2nd floor, and I don't hate anybody that much. I also invested in a ton of the Mighty Hoop stuff. I have big plans and designs that are ready, basically. I'm just looking for the time to open up in my calendar so I don't stress myself out between big orders. But I'm gonna have limited run of embroidered items from my own designs that are themed. And now I have the confidence to do it, knowing that the results that are gonna come out of that machine aren't gonna make me cry myself to sleep at night. Also, I'm unapologetically a perfectionist, and this thing makes me very happy. I even set up a whole corner of this one-car garage for all of my embroidery needs, including a little cutting table section and organizer. Just as an FYI though, I don't store any of my raw materials or my blanks out here because it's a garage. They're stored in plastic bags and in an interior closet of my home. I know it may seem like I do hats quite often based off of shorts or the videos that I've done in the past, but I do like t-shirts and beanies and towels, bath mats, tons of other things. I've even started embroidering my tote bags instead of using heat transfer vinyls. Well, not only that, but the machine has also encouraged me to branch out a bit and learn more digitizing techniques. So I'm taking a ton of the ideas that I've had over the years and designing them myself instead of going to websites and buying stock designs that someone else made. That's gonna help my business stand out a million times more. I honestly don't think that I would have taken the time to look into any of that and try to skill up in other things if it weren't for the fact that I felt really confident and comfortable with this machine. I already came from a machine embroidery background, so I wasn't really like all that scared of using the machine, nor did it take a lot of time for me to adjust to it, apart from it looking so different and not like this domestic plastic cased thing. Most of the issues that anybody is going to run into is going to be common to any machine. You got to choose the right stabilizer for what a material you're going to be doing, or even like the type of blank that you're going to be embroidering. You have to choose the right threads and the right needles. A ton of things go into it, like especially tension. That's a video I need to do. Oh, hey, I gotta change the hat again, sorry. Okay, I'm back, sorry. Also, I'm doing laser stuff too because I have 100 tumblers to do for Starlight as well. So let's talk about the business side of things. How has that looked for the past year? Well, because my confidence level is like, woo, super high with doing anything with the embroidery machine now, I've been able to open up a little bit of time in my small business so that I could work with customers, very specific customers for very specific orders. Now that's largely because I work full-time and I'm learning violin with 2 teachers and an orchestra. Oh yeah, and you know, a bunch of other nefarious ADHD riddled hobbies I've decided to pick up since 2020. So trust me when I say that I'm holding back on purpose to make sure that I don't cry myself to sleep every night from the stress. In the past year, I have made over 2,000 hats, 500 beanies, about 30 or 40 totes. Good, I don't think I can count the number of t-shirts. They actually make really cool gifts. Most of the big business and the big orders that I've gotten are actually from charities. I specifically reached out to charitable businesses to try to help them get, you know, cool merch and things that they could give out to people who were fundraising for them. Since I have a full-time job and this was given to me by Ricoma, I don't have to pay it off really, I decided to give back. So I charge for the materials, of course, I charge for the blank on the hat, I charge for the thread, but I don't really charge for my time. Now, if it's for a commercial business, haha, show me the money. Of course I charge for my time if it's a commercial business. Some of the numbers for the products that I flung out at you might not seem like a really big deal if you are a bigger business, but for me, that's a lot. Anyway, I didn't want this video to end up being like this hour-long love letter to Ricoma or anything like that. I just wanted to speak from the heart. I wanted to be sweaty, I wanted to be working in the garage, and 100% honest with you. To go back to the first thing I said at the top of the video, I feel like if I had scripted something, put on makeup, and looked all cute and happy in my room and everything, it wouldn't have been genuine. It wouldn't have looked like I was actually like doing big orders out here and actually using the machine as God intended. If you have any comments for me, please feel free to leave them in the comments section below the video. If you need an enabler, I'm here for you, boo. As always, happy stitching. Don't trip over things that you leave on the garage floor. And have a wonderful day. Bye.